Okay. Now, as you noticed today, I decided to do something different. I don't know if you can see me from there, because I'm doing it now in my room, well, my new house room. And this is one of my other guitars. I know I've never given a lesson with it. I don't really use it that much. I'm more to the acoustic style. This is my electric guitar. It's a hot rod. You can see the fires. And I've got it hooked up with my computer. This sound that you're listening now, it's the Guitar Rig software connected to a sound card. It gives a nice, gives a different feel to it. Now, this is what I promised to all you guys I'm gonna teach. This is a piece that I made up. Usually every time I play it, I add some more bars to a chord, or I do something different. So if I don't teach it exactly how I did it now, sometimes I even do it a lot bigger piece. I just did a small version of it right there. But I'll give you the techniques that I'm using, and you guys can play it as free as you like. It's my own fusion of a blues feeling, that's the blues chords mainly, and rock. It's not pure-blooded blues, because it's not a 12-bar blues. You could, but I didn't do it. And it's more close to the Elvis Presley rock style. Okay, now the chords that I'm using is the E major and the A major, and then I also have the A7. Now the A7, I use my index finger to bar all 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, starting from down up. And I put either my middle finger, it's easier to put the ring finger, on the first string, on the 3rd fret. That gives that 7th feel. You can also take the A7 like so, but it sounds better for this bluesy feel. Now, the first part that I do is it's an alteration between the E major and the A major. Let's start from a breathe beat before. What do I mean a breathe beat before? And L1. So we're gonna start with the end of the previous beat, that strumming upwards. Alright, and now still on the E, we're gonna da da da, up, down, up. You could start down, up, but down, up, but it's better we start with the previous beat so we flow the pattern afterwards. So up. I don't know if you got that one. When I strum down, I change very fast to the A major. Again, the A major, let me turn the camera over so I can see if I'm showing it to you correctly. The A major, I don't hold with all 3 fingers. I just place this part of my finger from the first joint to the last part of my finger, and I bar all 3 strings to do the A. The hard part is usually getting that E to sound, because usually you're muted, but I'm sure we can do it just fine. So again, we're going to strum upwards on the E major, then down, then up, then we're gonna strum down, but we're gonna change swiftly to the A major. Practice that to get the speed. If you don't do the speed, it's not gonna work. Can you see me? It's not going to work. And now I lift my finger straight away off the A and I strum upwards all the open strings. You don't have to strum everything. You can just gradually hit just the 3 strings right there. So here it is again. As I gave that strum upwards, I'm going to use those vibrating strings to do hammer-ons on the E major together. hammer-ons. I put an S at the end. What do I mean? I have the shape of the E major in my fingers and I place it on the guitar. So when I strum upwards, you see I place my fingers afterwards on the E major, and that gives that extra sound. So you're gonna need to practice that one. It's not an easy pattern. There you go. Okay, and now to finish the pattern, the first pattern I did, here comes another somewhat difficult technique. Once you get it, it's going to be quite easy. I've seen this from an old guy playing blues, and I really liked the way he did it. He used his extra free finger to mute the strings. So what are we going to do after the hammer-on? We're going to strum up and straight away down. But when I go down, I'm going to already have placed my fingers, my pinky, on the strings underneath while still holding the E major, softly, not pressing anything. That will mute all the strings. So when I hit down, it's going to give that sound, that dead muted sound. That gives also the feeling while we're playing. So if you get a little bit of note listening, hearing from this, it's okay. You just want to hear a few of the strings muted, like a percussion right there. Now practice each part individually into 3 parts, okay? The first part will be from the E major to the A changing. That's going to be the hard one. Ba boom, ba boom, up, down, ba boom, ba boom. Second part, you're going to lift your fingers, everything is open on the guitar, you're not pressing anything. And with your thumb or your pick, whatever you're using, you're going to strum upwards, and while the strings are vibrating and you still have that sound, you're going to land all your fingers on the E major like a triple hammer-on effect. So that's going to be your second part that you need to practice. And after you do that, you're going to strum up again. That's going to give that choking feeling. If you put them together slowly, sorry, I went a little bit overboard right there, but I know again I took a long time to explain this, but that's how you get the extra sounds out of your guitar, by little effects right here and there. You've got 3 techniques put together in a nice strumming with 2 simple chord changes, and you get this, just nice and slow. I think I explained that really well. I think we have no more time. We're exactly on the 10-minute curfew. So check for video number 2. Make sure you rate and check the link for the ebook. Help and support, guys. God bless.